Hi, it's Terry Barron here from Practice Insider's Edge. Yes, I'm alone. It's finally my turn to do a little video for everyone out there, particularly our private practice healthcare business owners. So this one's for you. We're going to shift gears a little bit from the videos that we've been doing, that Derek and I have been doing for you lately. And let's talk and provide you a little content on mindset coaching. We've been doing a lot of focus specifically on just your business growth, but it also takes a little bit of coaching, consulting, mentoring to make sure that you, as our private practice healthcare business owner, that you're growing with the mentoring that we're offering you in regards to your mindset. So today's talk with Terry, I don't know if that's going to stick or not, but we'll try it. Today's talk with Terry, we're going to talk about metacognition. So don't let it scare you if you are not familiar with the word. And those of you who are familiar with the word are probably chuckling because it's not that big of a deal. Let's explain metacognition. Simply, it is thinking about what you're thinking about. It is recognizing what your thought focus is all about. And when you start to practice and become very fluent in your metacognition, your awareness about the things that are important, that are positive, that you want, that will improve. What you want to keep in mind is that with your metacognition, with your awareness about what you're thinking about, that you should be focusing on things such as your family or your practice or your patients or your staff, helping you to grow as a person and making things better around you in your world. So when we had our son Reese and he was little, we used kind of a modified metacognition phrase. And what we said to Reese was that happy brings happy. That was one of our little parenting phrases that we used with him. Happy brings happy. So if he's happy or he's nice to someone, then in return, because that's been his focus, he'll receive the same thing. Now, if we make the grown-up version, it's a little bit more along the lines of positive brings positive. But we're going to say positive thought is going to expand what's going on around you and bring positivity into your world, right? So what you think about expands. And lots of gurus out there have used that term. Wayne Dyer tends to get a lot of the credit for that. The example of what you think about expands is really simple for those of us who've gotten a new car. And it doesn't have to be a brand new car, but a new vehicle for you, right? And all of a sudden you've spent time researching and focusing on this new vehicle. Maybe it's the color, maybe it's the make, maybe it's the specific model. And all of a sudden you're driving and you feel like you see that vehicle everywhere. And all of a sudden everyone has that same type of vehicle. Well, it didn't really happen that way, right? What we think about, we spent a lot of time thinking about this vehicle as we got ready to purchase it and purchase it. Well, our world expanded and we started seeing that same thing because that's where our focus was. So metacognition, we want you to take some time and think about what you're thinking about. The most recent research that I could find was in 2020, and it said that the average human being has about 6,200 thoughts per day. Now, the old research was much, much higher. They used to preach we had 60,000 to 80,000 thoughts a day, but science has better defined what a thought is, and so that number has now become about 6,200 thoughts a day. If you have 6,200 thoughts a day and you're not paying attention to what you're thinking about, there could be a lot of wasted thoughts in there. Wasted just not improving your world, improving your life. There could be waste that a lot of those thoughts could be more negative than you recognize. So I wanted to bring up the word metacognition today in hopes to provide a little bit of mindset coaching to all of you out there so that you take a little bit of time and think about what you're thinking about. Now, let's give you a quick example. What does that apply to when we're talking about your business world? There could be things that are very stressful in our business world, private practice owners, right? We're not getting enough phone calls, booking initial evals, we're missing patients, we need more patients, the revenue isn't coming in. Insurance, if we take insurance is being a hassle, or one particular company is hassling us. or if we rely on referrals for our practice, we've got a difficult referral source. And when those difficult negative things in practice life crop up, we tend to focus on them. And metacognition just reminds you that yes, those are things that need to be addressed, especially in running and managing and being the CEO of your business, your practice. However, how you focus on them with your thought process, you're in control of that. So with your metacognition and being aware you are thinking about these things, you may want to shift the thought process a bit so that you're thinking more about what are the new marketing opportunities that are out there? What should I be doing so that I can get more phone calls for those initial evals and that I can get more patients in the door? Maybe I need to review my collections process and my systems for better efficiency so that my revenue is more regular. If there's insurance that is just really driving you crazy, maybe this is the time you should start doing a little bit of research and thought process about transitioning to a cash-based practice. Maybe it's just a step. Maybe you're going to do both. But your focus from just being frustrated with insurance to recognizing that that's not all you want to be thinking about to something that can actually solve that issue is metacognition, being aware, recognizing what you're spending time thinking about. And then there's the fourth example I gave, right? That if you rely on referral sources, perhaps you need to start looking into what are the direct access options for the type of practice that you have, for the type of care you deliver in your state. And maybe you want to start to transition and start to bring that in as a focus so that you don't have to rely on external referral sources. So all of those things are great practice examples. But keep in mind that metacognition should also be used so that you are balancing work with your personal life and that you're taking that time to spend with friends, family, relaxing, the things outside of your business four walls. So metacognition is a really important term. And how do I give you an exercise so that you start to practice it? My suggestion is to select one day that you really give yourself a cue repetitively to take a pause here and there and catch yourself on what you're thinking about. Be aware of what you're thinking about. I know it's really hard to do little journaling things, especially as a practice owner. If you can do that and make little notes, whether it's electronic or in a paper and pen, that would be great. So you have time later to reflect. Maybe you only have the time to force yourself to pause. Maybe it's on the hour. Maybe it's on the half hour. Maybe it's just between patients or between meetings. But give yourself an exercise where you actually take some moments throughout a whole day and catch yourself and ask yourself, what am I spending time thinking about? And then you can decide how you want to make improvements on that, because you'll really see that that does make an improvement. When you take the time to make that a regular part of your routine, you'll get very efficient at it. It really does help your universe to expand and bring you the positive things that you want to be focusing on. So remember, if you are out there and you're a private practice healthcare business owner and you would like to learn more about what we do at Practice Insider's Edge, whether it's our coaching, things like today, metacognition and helping you with your mindset, or whether it's more about some of the systems and the processes that we help our clients in regards to growing and scaling their practice, just drop the word below mindset below this video, wherever you've seen it, and we'll catch that. And then we'll get back in touch with you and give you some more information, because we'd love to chat with you, whether it's about mindset or whether it's about any other aspect of helping you with your business. Thanks so much. Have a great day.